And we are live. Hello, everyone. I'm not going through the opening today. All of that shabazz. Right now, things are in a bit of a weird situation. I'm your host, Cookcell. I'm joined by Ash Mannix, who is not at home today.
Hello.
No, so he is having to use the travel microphone and I believe a laptop.
Well, it's the same laptop I usually use. I'm just using my Bluetooth headset instead of my normal mic.
Right, okay. Okay, yeah. Actually, fuck. Pardon me.
Cough, cough.
If you've been watching the fantastic 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim videos, you'll know that I've come down with an affliction. And this persistent cough is pissing me off.
It's got the Black Death.
Yeah, well, I'm not dead yet, but we'll see. There's plenty of time for that yet. So, I've been playing 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim lately. And I've really been enjoying that. And I thought, why don't I just stream that? Then I thought, fuck, because I'm like 7 hours ahead of where the videos are. And
So yeah, you've told me that you've recorded quite a lot of them.
I recorded quite a lot of them. And in fact, I plan to maybe one day upload just like a complete set in one video. It'll be like 30, 40 hours long. I don't give a shit.
Wow, that'll take fucking ages to upload, but it's all right because you have
I've got good
fucking
uploads.
unreal internet. You absolute get.
I've also got wired connection in my room now. I spent the day just setting up my PlayStations. I haven't got a cable for the Xbox. I need to get a cable for that. But I've now got Ethernet in my room on all these things, and I'm
So you can
very
get
happy about
the closest you can get all the speeds
that.
without being potentially limited by your Wi-Fi.
Well, it's quite funny because the PlayStation 3 is limited by its own internal card to like 100 megabits per second, which I just learned today. I also learned that the PlayStation 3 online store, which still works, is just shit anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the PlayStation 3 is really going to be a major concern. As long as you've got like the Xbox and your PC wired up,
Yep.
that's all that kind of matters. Everything
PS5.
else
The
can.
PS5 being wired up is quite
Sorry.
nice, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
yes. Now, this is a game we've been playing for a while. So I thought, let's get back to Deathmark. Last thing that happened was, quite tragically, we lost Mary.
we. Wait, what?
We lost Mary.
Oh,
If you remember, we came
yeah.
back to the house, and her doll body was trashed, along with
A no or
what was it, a
something?
rabbit or something? The black rabbit.
Oh yeah, no, the rabbit was dead as well. It was decapitated.
Yeah. So we don't know what happened with that. We did the mystery of the chapter, which was a woman in a teacher at the school, the haunted school, who made us sit exams, which was stupid.
Oh, and she had a fish head or a fuck nose or something really weird
She had
about
like a whole bunch of different animals grafted onto her body. Yeah. So that was really weird. But we solved that mystery. We beat her fucking ghost back, but we lost Mary in the in the whole thing, and we don't
What?
seem to have got her back. Hello, Garlic Bread X. It's nice to see you.
Yo, garlic bread.
Goddamn coughs. Glad for this mute button. If I get it in time, then you don't have to hear my bloody coughs. But anyway, but we lost Mary, and that's where we are now. I can't remember if the people from that chapter are hanging around or if they're just going to go. There was like an old witch type woman who knows shit about ghosts.
So, as I remember, if they lose the mark, they have to leave
Yes.
for whatever reason. So, if any of the people who in that last episode lost the mark, they're gonna have to leave.
Yeah.
Though, sorry, what the detective guy didn't leave straight away. He did stay.
No, he stuck around
So,
because he was working on a case, and then he realized, fuck this shit, I'm out. And so he was out.
yeah. So it's not a hard. It doesn't seem like you will die if you stay. It's more of a yeah.
It's a
You're going to
suggestion.
complicate your life if you stay. It's best to leave for your own safety.
It is, yeah. Anyway, so let's carry on with it. Hello, Loopy. Yes, we did indeed lose the
Oh,
best
Loopy
girl.
fun. Loopy, do keep a rolling tally for every 10 cooks or coughs, please.
I'm sure there's a tally being worked out somewhere. Anyway, let's get back into this.
I'm going to be really bad at being reading the chat because I'm watching your personal stream to me on the screen, and I don't have multiple screens. I just have the laptop.
Oh
So
yes, yeah.
this is going to be a substandard fucking experience for me.
Well, as Loopy says, as usual, I don't understand Scottish. So there we go.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. That is an unfortunate reality. So yes, Mary is not here anymore.
Thanks for reminding us, game. God damn. Also, my Scottish is quite
Light.
light, so Loopy, if you can't understand Muscovy, then you would be completely fucked if you're trying to listen to actual proper Scottish people.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It can be quite a difficult dialect to get used to. Okay.
We have our own words for stuff as well, so that doesn't help.
It really doesn't. Yes, I do remember this. There was something about human experiments.
So, if I remember correctly, there were vats, and we came across an underground tunnel. At the end of the tunnel was a door
There's
that
a
opened up
homeless
to a
guy there,
place.
but yeah.
Who opened it, but it was suggested that the teacher who we defeated went to that place for some reason. So there was a story around that because she was looking into something.
Seemingly, there was
well.
some sort of experimentation going on as part of like World War II or something. So yeah.
So basically, the plot thickened.
The plot does indeed thicken, and I think that may play into things for this next chapter. So I've decided to rest for now, and I end the chapter of Miss Zoo.
Oh yeah, that was her name.
And I just got the.
She became a walking zoo.
I just got the achievement unlocked for that.
Nice.
It's been nearly a day since we found Mary. You know, that really depresses me that we lost her.
First, the detective leaves us, and then we fucking lose Mary. I'm like, why is it all the good people that are fucking leaving us?
You know, they fucking did it right after we had that bit where we went up the mountain with her, and she's like, "Oh, it's nice to go up with a gentleman." Man, and it's like, man, I was just getting to like her. She's cute, and then fucking A. Oh well.
You were just getting to like, shut up, man. You liked her from the beginning.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I will admit to it. We're like a boat adrift on the ocean without a compass to guide us. Who knows where the currents will take us? Will we find salvation at the end? Of course not. Fuck this game. It's probably like a proper Japanese horror. Okay, so this woman's still here.
Oh, she's still got the mark, I believe.
Yeah, she's like, hey, Mr. Yashiki, looks like we wasted a whole day.
Wait, can I just say that we found her butt naked and among snakes, didn't we?
Yes, and she doesn't give a shit about that, actually.
But I just want to remind people of that because it was nice.
Yeah, I put that scene with a flag saying "Naked Snake Bites Lady."
Nice.
As in naked snake bites lady, but like you could read it as "Naked Snake Bites a Lady" if you want.
I like it.
Yeah. Is it gonna be like this every day? If you're done checking in here, why don't we take a look outside? Mary said unnecessary contact with outsiders could speed up the Mark's curse. Did she say that? I'm not sure. I'll take his word for it. And if I lose any more of my memories, I'm not sure I'll be able to function. For the past 10 days, the only other person I've spoken to is the convenience store clerk. That explains why we've only had TV dinners and snack food to eat. Yes, I remember. She's a snarky git. Right.
Yes, which I don't dislike.
Yeah. But sitting and waiting isn't going to accomplish anything. I'd rather not wind up forgetting my own name like you.
Oh, wait, was there not something about her where... There was something I was linking her and Miss Zoo. They were investigating something maybe to do with this whoa, look at that face. Fuck, that gave me a fright.
Yeah.
I was looking away and then I looked at my screen and saw her eyes. Like, fuck.
They have
She was
some really
investigating
intense glares in this, yeah.
She was investigating something, and I can't remember what it was or who it was to do with. If it was her husband or her father.
No, I don't know exactly. I'm going to check the profiles once we get out of this conversation, so that we can refresh our memories on that.
Fair enough.
Not that I completely believe this cursed thing is real. She raises her voice to hide how it shakes. She's still stubbornly sticking to a denial of the existence of spirits and the mark, despite the fact that it's already on her or something, right?
Yeah, she's the scientific type.
But I know she's already accepted it. Garlic Bread says, paramedic, what do ladies taste like? I can imagine the whole conversation going that way. After all, she went through it herself last night. Ghosts and curses don't exist. Why'd this have to happen to me? Fuck.
Ooh, knock on the door.
Hero, yeah, I forgot, that's her name, Hero, is startled at the sudden knock. A visitor in the middle of the night. I don't need Mary to know it's a mark bearer. And in comes. Oh boy, sorry to impose on you so late.
Oh, disappointed.
Oh well. A tall, thin man walks in. His skin is as white as a sheet, and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. It's almost like a dead person stands before us. That's not what my immediate observation. My immediate observation is this man is a doctor, and we also have another doctor with us. So does he know her?
Also, he has a very jazzy shirt. I quite like it.
It's very James May. You're Yashiki and Hiro, right? I heard about you and the mark from Yasuoka before I came here. Something about a Miss Zhu too. Sounds like you had a rough night. He seems to know Yasuoka, who I think was the old lady. Maybe she's following through on a promise and sent him to help us. Well, let's get introductions done. I'm Shuji Daimon. Shuji Daimon. Interesting. I think you can guess my occupation. Wearing this thing means I don't have to explain, thank goodness. He gestures to the stethoscope around his neck.
No doctor ever says that.
Wait, is she a scientist or a doctor? I can't remember.
I thought she was a scientist.
Right, okay. I don't know why. I thought she was a doctor. Anyway, what kind of business brings a doctor like you here? Damon's eyes flicker over at the suspicion in Hiro's tone. No need to be so defensive. I have the cursed scar, same as you. The mark.
I don't like how on the ball this guy is from the start.
Well, we'll see. He unbuttons his shirt to reveal a familiar mark on the left side of his chest. Oh, that's a nasty place for it.
Nice.
It just suddenly appeared one day. I like his grimace. That's a good one. Though, to be honest...
I swear, he looks half zombie, man.
That was the thing. He looks like a dead person, right? Though, to be honest, I never thought it would happen to me. Maybe it's punishment for being stupidly curious about it. Curious? Did you know about the mark before Yasuoka told you about it? Yeah, that's right. There's mention of a strange scar in my grandpa's records as a military physician. I did some personal research. A military physician's records would mean they'd be from the Second World War. More than 50 years ago. But that doesn't add up. Rumours of the mark only started about a month ago now. If it was mentioned in those records, the rumours would be much older. There's a reason for that. Patients with the symptoms were kept in a secret army laboratory. Here we go.
One potentially underground.
Yeah. After the war, all top-secret documents related to the lab were burned. Except the clinical records I found. A secret lab, huh? That's kind of hard to believe. Dr. Daimon, you don't mean to say the mark was used as some sort of biological weapon? I'm sorry, this always seems to be the trajectory for these games, doesn't it?
The military weaponized
curses.
Like curses.
apparently. Check this out. Every country had at least one or two soldiers who were divinely possessed. Yeah, like
Look,
the Sorrow.
Captain America was a bit different, okay? That wasn't a curse.
I don't know. I don't think that's divinely possessed. I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid, where we've got the Sorrow, who could talk to the dead, and we've got Psycho Mantis, who's just plain psychic. People only call on gods when they're in trouble. It was the end of the war, and they were backed in a corner. How unscientific! Don't you think so, Mr. Yashiki? Yeah.
So see the Nazis, lovely subject to be talking about. Did they not do a lot of research into the paranormal for their stuff as well?
They did. They did do that. Yeah.
Yeah. This feels like.
I'm not too well read about it. I just know it in a general sense.
I just know about it because of what, Indiana Jones or something like that. I don't know. It's like whenever you see these movies that have Nazis in it, right? There's you get a few of them that have that supernatural element where they're researching that, and then I read some into this, and they were very, very interested in this side of things. So I'm not surprised by this.
Hello. Hello, crack dealer. Nice to have you here.
All right, crack dealer.
If he sounds a bit hoarse, it's because he's not using his usual microphone.
And also, I'm just hoarse.
Oh, shit. Wait, what was the question? How unscientific don't you think so?
We can't deny it's possible.
I mean...
It's my choice.
We're literally in a haunted house. We've been talking to a doll who was apparently a spirit in a doll or something. We faced ghosts. You faced a ghost. And then you're like, ghosts? Nah, that's nothing. Bollocks. We can't deny it's possible. Yeah. What? Are you serious? I can see why Yasuoka gave you her stamp of approval. The way you consider every possibility is indeed admirable. That open-mindedness must allow you to face the supernatural. However... Well...
He's just like, you said that it's quite possible. You must be a fucking genius.
It's hard to picture the mark being used as a weapon. Crack dealer saying, why does Ashmanic sound like that? Suck too hard, the usual one I see. I get it.
No, in actual fact, I'm using Bluetooth headphones instead of my usual car.
He's actually not at home right now. He's traveling, and because of that, he's got his laptop and his Bluetooth microphone and headphones.
Yeah, I'm actually closer to Kuxel, funnily enough.
Yes, yes, but he's not over here, so we can't share the same microphone.
No.
It seems the 13th Army Engineering Lab was developing something. It was called the Cannon Soldier.
Can I just say the 13th Army? Something nice. Really, it should be the 9th, though. I thought 9 was an unlucky number in Japan.
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I would go with 4th if it's a Japanese custom, because, number 4 means death.
I think they use 9 the way we use 13. That's why they don't have room number 9s. Actually, I think we don't have room number 13s in hospitals as well because of that.
I never understand these traditions or like superstitions. I'm just like, nah, whatever. Cannon Soldier. That makes me think of the Bodhisattva cannon 50 years ago, and the Buddha statues. They can't be. I don't know enough about Buddhism to talk about this.
No, do I?
Dr. Daimon, where is that lab? Unfortunately, I have no idea. Sorry. Haven't we been there already, mate? Come on. The documents my grandfather kept don't give any details about it. I see. Hey, Mr. Yashiki, that 13th Army Engineering Lab. It's the shelter Zukawa went to. She pulls out her old map.
That was fairly obvious, I think.
Yeah. I'd wanted to keep it secret, but as I'd rather not die from this mark, I'll tell you. This shows the entrances to the 13th Army Engineering Lab. Whoa, are you serious? That wasn't me.
Cough, cough.
In his excitement, he starts coughing. My apologies. Where did you get that, hero? My grandfather passed 6 months ago. We were sorting his belongings. Isn't the idea of his secret lab just fascinating? So I thought I'd look into it. And then Miss Zukawa stole it. I accidentally let it slip to her. She loved strange experiments like that, so it probably stuck with her. I thought as much, though. Whatever turned her into a monster is down in that secret lab. That's a pretty unscientific line of reasoning. Is it? I'm not sure.
Did they say it? No, I don't
They're just like whatever turned her into a monster is probably in that lab. And
it's more scientific if it's a lab.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, that's more scientific than ghosts. Using the occult to turn yourself into a monster is utter nonsense. But if there's a scientific method behind it, I'll have to consider it. I suppose that's just how she is. Was your grandfather involved with the lab in some way, hero? He could have been. All I know is he was an engineer with the rank of captain. Wait, hold on. You're both grandchildren of people involved with the engineering lab. And now both of you have the mark?
What are the odds?
Yes, that would be correct. That and our lab coats are probably all Hero and I have in common. I don't know, I feel like he's trying to brush this away. From what we understand, people with the mark appeared in the secret lab 50 years ago. There might be something there that will help us find the truth behind the curse. That's also the origin of the cannon soldier. A name that reminds me of a statue. The traces of Miss Zoo in the shelter. It might all be connected to the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. And now let's suddenly switch the music over. Dr. Diamond gave us a lot of info. We'll have to thank Yasuoka for introducing him to us. The fates are indeed mysterious. Dr. Diamond, will you help us? Yes, of course. Just don't expect anything physical.
I was hoping to get a slimy BJ from you, but what a shame.
Well, with a complexion like his, I'm worried he's actually just going to fall over dead at any moment. Are you sick? You don't look well. Yes, something like that. I don't practice what I preach. Haha. I know, right? Do as I say, not as I do.
Well, you know, drug taking, alcohol swigging, chain smoking, crazy.
I was picturing the doctor who's like puffing cigarettes while dealing with patients. His dry laugh sounds like he's deflecting. He's abnormally thin for a man of his age. It's possible that he's gravely ill.
If he's gravely ill, why would he give a shit about the mark?
There's like, this will kill me? What won't? So, we're heading to the shelter? About that, we were stopped from going further by a locked door. It wasn't really a locked door, it was a crazy homeless guy who locked the door.
Yeah, he came out and was like, who the fuck are you? And then went, he is, and locked the door.
That strange old man was there too. I doubt he'll cooperate with us though. It'll be difficult to break in from there. Where did you enter the shelter? A manhole on K. Miyamachi North Road. I see. She opens the map and studies it. You're right, an entrance is there, but there seems to be one other one. It's at No South Alley. Have you tried going there? No, not yet. Then let's go there. Hopefully we can get in. Alright, new info, etc. Let's quickly go over these. Right, which one should I have? Her because she's got the map, or him because he's new?
Nah, go with her. That guy looks like he would fucking blow away in the wind.
Yes. Crack Dealer says he has the superpower of minutes left to live. Rumors of the cannon soldier. Yasuoka sent a new mark bearer, Diamond, to the mansion. He talks about a mysterious being called the Cannon Soldier he learnt about from clinical records during World War II. Those documents also mention a scar similar to the mark. Everyone who had it worked in a specific army research facility. They were developing the Cannon Soldier there at the end of the war. I don't really know what the Cannon Soldier is, but if everyone involved in the research got the mark, then I can't help but think they were trying to make a spirit into a weapon. But why would Daimon, grandson of a researcher, and Hiro, granddaughter of a lab engineer, suddenly get the mark now? Did the soldier's curse spread to the descendants or something? And then there's that 13th Army Engineering Lab. Hiro agrees to tell us more about it. Her old map is that of the lab, the same underground shelter we broke into earlier. The key to Zukawa's transformation and the stolen statues is likely there. So we'll have to go back again. The map shows another entrance on Emno South Alley. Let's try looking around there this time. Right, here we go. This was Yasuoka, the fortune teller. I remember her.
Yes.
It says Aftermath survived. So that means, poor you, mate. You fucking went missing. This one. Full name, Madoka Hiro. A major pharmaceutical company researcher. She believes in cool and collected logic. Bollocks. And violently rejects anything supernatural. Again, bollocks. She doesn't have an artistic bone in her body, possibly because of her lineage, so naturally she can't play any instruments. Which was relevant because we had to play a piano at one point.
Oh, okay.
It was this girl. We had to play a piano, remember?
Oh man, I miss her.
Shuji Daimon, male doctor, decided to become a doctor because of his army physician grandfather. He currently works at a clinic in H-City. His reputation suffers due to his dry bedside manner, but he's very skilled. Rumors say his health is failing too. I think
rumors, okay.
That was
his
a well-timed facial expression because it changed. Right, well, let's go then. Is it exit? Yeah. South Alley. It looks the same as North Alley. We reach Emno South Alley. Like the North Road, it's silent and empty. I think it is actually just the same picture. The map doesn't specify the location of the entrance, just that it's here. We'll have to search for it. Jump me always! I bet it's in that window. Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Okay. Manhole. There's a manhole. Unlike Kei Miyamachi, this road only has one. I'm sure this is the place. Crack Dealer asks, so is Mary gone forever? It seems like it. And honestly, we were talking about this before you got here. We're so gutted that she's gone. But she was the best part of this game.
There is a possibility that because she inhabited a doll, that there might be a way to bring her back.
There might be a spare doll?
Yeah, that she could inhabit.
I hope so. It'd be nice to get her back.
We came across that room full of doll parts where clearly the person that was there had been created.
There was also like the picture of her being assembled.
Yeah, it's one of those dodgy kind of naked pictures of her. So I hope there is a possibility.
Maybe. I hope so. I'm sure this is the place. The manhole lid has a place to grip it, just like the one at Kei Miyamachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You'd think the sewer department would at least. How the hell should I know? It was probably hushed up so those involved didn't get in trouble. They supposedly performed some terrible experiments in there after all. Does she sound kind of excited?
What the fuck?
I'm not sure. I bet the terrible experiments fascinate her.
Maybe she's a psychopath.
Maybe. When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. Ah, this smells familiar.
Ah, the lovely smell of shit.
Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too.
That's what he said.
Alright, time to go down. Go ahead, Mr. Yashiki. Hiro and I descend into the dark world hidden beneath H-City. What awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Or a hell smeared with blood? Possibly both. What was that?
What the fuck? Is that singing in the background?
It is. You know, it sounds vaguely religious.
It sounds like a military chant almost.
I'm not sure about military chant. Well, there's music along with it as well. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as what we saw in Keimiyamachi. The looming concrete walls and the suffocating stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected. Crack Dealer says, don't worry Ash, I acknowledge that it was a good joke. So, this is the engineering lab. It's even more dreary than I had expected. Wait, do you hear a song? If it's not some kind of prank, then maybe the spirits of the soldiers are wandering around and singing. You have no proof of that? It's entirely unscientific. Shut up about that crap. Sorry. Still, it's a little unsettling to hear an army song, like you said, all the way down here. It's got to be a supernatural phenomenon. I like how he just waved it off like, oh, it's supernatural. Okay, well, first of all, how do I save again? Oh, it's the square button, right?
That's me back. Sorry, I totally lost fucking connection there.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
And yeah, for the last 2 minutes, fuck knows why, I had to restart Discord. Also,
all right. Well, oh shit, I did that by complete accident.
Thanks for noticing the joke, Crack Dealer. Cooksel totally missed it.
First of all, they were right. You were right. It is an army song, as according to these guys. They just came down here and said, wait, do you hear singing? And they're like, yeah. And it's like, it must be ghosts. And she's like, no, that's not science. And he's like, well, it's an army song. So, maybe.
Haha, I know my East
Indeed.
Station
army songs.
Sounds. It sounds, do you know what it sounds? It sounds North Korean. You know, they kind of
yeah.
The propaganda videos, that's what it kind of sounds a bit like.
You're right, actually, now that I think about it. I wasn't taking those into account.
Also, look at this blood splatter. There was a poster there at some point.
Yeah, I want to actually check this out. There are pitch black stains. Is this blood? What? Impossible! This much blood would be... But doesn't that other thing bother you too? I'm not an idiot, of course I'd notice. That spot without any stains. It looks like something was posted here. There's a clearly defined clean space on the wall, as if something had been there. It looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here.
Come on, guys, we get what it implies.
I like how it says it in important yellow Zelda text.
The special gold text means it cannot be a lie.
A poster, a bulletin, something like that. Well, it's illegible now. That's not the word I would use to describe it, but sure. Let's feel it. The stains seem to be old blood. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. I've got no tools. I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I only end up drying out my eyes. What's the point of that? A trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was someone trying to escape?
That's not a good sign.
This looks like an emergency light. This place is abandoned. Has a power generator been running for all these years? You know, that's a good question. Who's paying for all this? Oh, God.
puzzle game.
Something's
Wait, did you just
flows.
flush the toilet?
I literally just moved the thing and then it flushed. Something flows swiftly down the pipes.
Some shits.
Hello.
Oh, I missed that.
There's a ghost.
Was it saying hello?
Well, I said hello and she just fucked off.
Oh, like everyone in my life.
Let's turn right. Oh no. This is going to be quite a maze, isn't it? The dried blood has blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. Not here, though. I peek into the waterway and see something floating. I reach for it as I hold onto the edge. Somehow I manage to grab it.
I'm just going to say at this point, I would not grab floating things in water in a sewer.
I know, me neither. I've seen the kind of shits that's down there. Garlic bread says, ew, toilet ghosts. I'm thinking of Moaning Myrtle now.
Nice.
Worn out talisman, soul power, yes. I like to imagine that he just imagined... There we go. That he imagined the soul power or the talisman, and that it was just a floating piece of shit that he picked up that crumpled in his hand.
This is all in his imagination.
The whole game is in his imagination.
Yeah.
Alright, there's nothing over here. It's a waste of time. God. A dead end. Yeah.
Wait, you didn't say a dead end last time, though.
That means there's something here, obviously. Ah! It does look like there's only a wall ahead, but... a breeze.
A breeze.
I feel a draft coming in from in front of us. But all that's there is a wall. What, is there nothing to examine?
Can you not examine the wall? Is the wall fake or something?
I mean, I'm trying to examine the wall. Can I go forwards? I can't go forwards.
Well, it's not a solid wall, though. It's clearly a door thing, isn't it?
Over there, yeah. Like with those lines, it looks like a doorway.
So there could be gaps in the bottom.
Illusory wall ahead, most likely. I've got nothing to break it, though.
I feel like we're going to have to activate something to open it. Somewhere else in this space.
That's a good shout, actually.
Hello. Another poster.
Another poster thing, yeah. There are pitch black stains. The stains seem to be old blood. It crackles, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we saw this. Is it drying out the eyes? I open my eyes wide and stare. Drying out my eyes, yeah. It's exactly the same. And I've got no tools.
Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Ugh. Nice.
The air in this room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility.
Look how inviting this room is.
This is an operating room. And this smell. Ah, thought so. There it is. Shine the light over there for a second.
Is that a smell of Febreze?
Ha! I shine the flashlight as directed and find a corpse. Hero crouches down and begins to study it. Usually Hero would be terrified, but at least for now she's fine. So you're fine with stuff like that? What? We all have organs and bones inside us, don't we? Only an idiot would be scared of them.
So she's fine with stuff that she sees as realistic in science, something that could be proved by science, but she really doesn't like anything that's paranormal.
Yeah, things you can't explain. The illogical, the undefined. Hero skillfully examines the body. When they're done... I forgot it does this.
When they're done, just because it could be anyone.
Yeah, when they're done, they stand up again. To be blunt, the corpse is odd. What really draws the eyes is that the cervical vertebrae has been severed. But the cut isn't normal. It's like it's notched. The only thing I can think of is that it was cut with a non-surgical tool. I have no idea. Huh?
A claw.
Oh no, if it's notched, I'm thinking like a serrated knife.
A serrated claw?
I have no idea why anyone would do something that cruel, though. Loopy says undefined, like you two. Yes. Clearly. In any case, it's clear that the head was purposefully severed. The head was severed with a tool, huh? The corpse is too old to tell everything. There should be a clue nearby. It would be best to search the room. Yeah, good idea. New info. Let's check the spot.
See if I was in an underground sewer and I found this room in real life, right? Do you know what I'd do?
Turn around and go home.
I'd get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. All right, the research lab looks more like an operating room. The state it's in suggests that inhumane experiments took place here. I'd really like to leave this place, as you should, but we need to thoroughly check for any documents or tools left behind. Hatred clogs the air here, making it more dangerous than any of the other places we've been. We could be attacked at any time. We must be prepared. And indeed we are, with a bag full of fuck all.
Oh man, I missed those.
Nothing's inside the metal cabinet. Crack Dealer says, I prefer a big hospital or building with multiple floors and rooms more than tunnels in games. Tunnels feel more confusing. Kinda, yeah.
Both of those sound like fucking nightmare fuel, so I would prefer to not be in any of them.
It's a rusted filing cabinet. It's a well-built metal cabinet. Whatever's inside should be intact. When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Got the experimental unit correspondence code. It seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says... Cannon, weapons code name. Heavenly Buddha, project's code name. Soul, human heads used as materials. Interesting. It looks like Wabun code. It's similar to Morse. Oh,
Wabun?
Is that what that was? I don't know what Wabun code is. Loopy says Wimp. And Crack Dealer says Death Note found.
Loopy, I'd love to see you roam around an underground sewer and have the guts of freaking Rambo.
Double dash. Okay, well, could you do me a favor? He said Wabun code. Could you look that up, please? Because I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it before.
Give me a sec.
Nothing is inside the metal cabinet. Let's examine the corpse. It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. Loopy says, Cooksell, tell him how I was in a place with no light. I'm not a wimp. Fight me.
Wait, let me just check that comment. A place with no light. Well done. That's not the same as being in a sewer.
All right.
But anyway, distraction.
All right, let's just leave
Wabun code,
yeah,
right, is Japanese Morse code. Do you have the examples there?
Okay, let's... yeah.
Right, so it's ... dash and then ... dash.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me try and screenshot this. Do you know what? I'm going to take a picture of this. Give me a sec on my phone, and then I'll look this up while you do other stuff.
All right. All right. So he'll be doing some code breaking in the background.
Cool. I've got it. You can carry on.
All right. Excellent. Let's move on then. The music is still going. I think that's all there is here. Yeah. I'm gonna save. Okay, Lupus says I'll turn you to Sue. She also says, why is he speaking different? I keep explaining this. He's not at home right now. He is traveling, and because he's traveling, he's using his Bluetooth headphones and microphone. So the quality is different.
So the first weapon code name I think is Kuno.
Wait, hang on. The first one.
So K and Q, sorry, and no. ...
Kuno.
Dash ... dash. I think so.
All right, let's write this down. And then there's a Heavenly Buddha project codename, and then the soul head, human heads used as material. So the weapon codename is Kuno.
Yeah, let me double check the Heavenly Buddha thing.
God, I wish I could zoom the map out. Wait, what? Right. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. It seems to be locked. Right, okay,
So, the Heavenly Buddha project codename, I think, is Tetu. T-E-T-U.
T-E-T-O. Teto. Is that right?
I think I've lost you.
Wait, can you not hear me? Oh, brilliant. You think the last... Garlic Bread says, I think the last one is Tama. As in Tamashi, right? Crack Dealer says, scientists can figure out perfect night vision if they scoop up my eyeballs. I think I lost Ash. And this bloody music keeps playing as well. It's another one. There are pitch black stains. Open your eyes, etc. Yep. It's the same stuff, isn't it? Yep. Seems to be locked.
Sorry, like I lost connection there for some reason. Stream seems to be.
I thought your connection
weird.
down here wasn't so bad.
So the Wi-Fi connection you're showing is strong. It just seems to be Discord that seems to shit the bed with this for some reason. So did you get my second translation for the Heavenly Buddha project code name?
Did you say it was Teto? T-E-T-O?
Tetu. T-E-T-U.
You. Tetu. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to look up the third one now.
Okay, so first one is Kuno, second one is Tetu, third one, according to Garlic Bread, it might be Tama. I'm just going to keep exploring. Oh, shit's happening. When I step in
Garlic
view...
Bread is right as Tama.
Tama, okay, so Kuno, Tetu, and Tama. Those are the three. I'm actually going to make.
Yep.
I'm actually going to make a note of them. Let me just load up Word on the side. So, sorry, Kuno, then Tetu, and Tama. All right then. All right. When I step in view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise. A presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping, like from a telegraph.
Ooh, this is interesting. Have you saved?
No, and also, that must be the Waban code.
That might be.
I'm trying to... Oh, we wouldn't be able to translate anyway. What
Well, it's going... Oh shit, I don't know what it... Does that mean...
2 dots dash dot dot dot. 2 dots dash dot dot dot. Yeah. 2 dots dash dot dot dot. No. Dash dot dot dot. At least that's what I think it is. It might be dash dot dash dash dot dot dot. I don't know. The problem is the dash seems to be longer in the second one than the first one. We could just look up the answer on the internet on what to do at this point. Where's the fun in that? You there, mate? You lost connection again? Oh, bloody hell. Alright, I'm alone here. I've lost my trusty companion. This really is haunted. So, shall I keep going? Shall I freeze? Or shall I turn back? I'm honestly thinking of just like fucking closing my eyes and choosing at random. Alright, we're gonna keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. Fuck! Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it! The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something.
I am back.
Oh, wait.
Again.
Dash dot dash dot dot dash.
Dash dot dash dot dot dash. One sec.
There we are. I didn't figure that the last one was a dash for some reason. I'm an idiot. Garlic bread says Tama. Is that what that means?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that works.
The sequence just keeps repeating. This code, what in the world does it mean?
What does Tama mean, though?
A soul.
Shit. How the fuck were we supposed to figure this out if we didn't know Japanese?
You're not. You're not gonna figure it out.
Oh, this game.
I hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. It's the head, isn't it, in this? Point to my head. I would have put it to my heart if it weren't for this game.
Wait, why is it point to your head?
Because they cut the head off because they said the head is where the soul is.
Oh, where did it say that?
It was in the when we were examining the corpse. The beeping
okay.
suddenly stops. Survived. Loopy says it really is an experience watching this while listening to cheery music. Ha! Have fun. Ah!
Are they listening to like some weird cheesy music? Maybe save at this point.
I will when I finish this conversation. Hero seems terrified. Hey, Hero, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, obviously, because nothing happened. Ah, she's acting different than usual. Let's go. I think it's fine now. Understood. Alright, fucking save.
Did we exited the lab and that's when we started having these
maybe
this test thing?
Garlic bread saying, I assume that Tetu is Tetsu, meaning iron. So yeah. We'll have to see when it comes to that point. Oh, we can go inside here. Oh, it's another one. Especially when that guy goes, oh. It's set up the same way as that operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments. There might be records left behind. Let's look. Thanks for that.
What?
Chainsaw noise. You know, some of these jump scare sounds are stupid as fuck, man. It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some sort of tool.
A chainsaw, I guess. Also, do they have doctor's clothes on or something? Are they scientists? Is that a scientist? Lab coat? Do they have one?
Garlic Bread says chainsaws are scientific, therefore not scary. Limpy says, wait till you hear a chainsaw in an abandoned house, Kixel. Yeah, I've heard a chainsaw in an abandoned house. This house, and it was my chainsaw.
You have a chainsaw?
We used a chainsaw to cut down some of the tree branches before. I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see a paper stuck to the backside. You're abandoned? Pfft, I can't have... kind of walked into that one. Got a worn-out talisman. Soul power, thank you. And it crumbles. It's a metal
It's okay,
cabinet.
Lippy. You've all been abandoned.
I search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. Take the sword, man. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it.
You don't usually hear the words army short sword.
From World War II, right? The experiment miraculously succeeds as divine protection. The Ura statue donated from H shrine created by aligned statue makers. Using chisel donated by same family sever head. Tool together becomes the key, finally our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Got Research Records 1, projectile short sword. What?
So we need to use the short sword to sever someone's head that's maybe afflicted with some curse?
I'm more dumbfounded by calling it a projectile short sword.
Oh, because you probably can just chuck it.
I guess. A chisel, like for sculpting. Yeah, most likely. Impossible. How could they do something like that? That's just
Sculpting.
impossible.
Do what? Oh, there it is. Oh.
It's a cabinet with a glass door. Looks like something's inside. I open it and search around. I find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal VAT Management Records. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200 super dimensions suddenly iron door half spiritualized. Hypothesize focused mystical forces need sacred object to erase. Safety valve release code Diamond.
Diamond? Okay.
There's nothing else written. Got Kagra Suzu bells, disposal VAT management record. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal, half spiritualization. I don't understand half of these words. Plus, those bells I found don't fit this place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand. Huh? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. It glitters pale gold in the light. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood? Has it done that before?
Not like that.
I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the real feeling that... this moment. No, it's here. This place. I've been here before!
Dun 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 dun.
Flash. Oh shit. The mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. Mumble, mumble, mumble. What the fuck's he going on about? Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. Huh? As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird when standing in front of that wall. The one with the breeze in it.
Yeah.
Huh? Wait. Mr. Kazuo, what are you talking about? The instant hero speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I just remembered something important. You sure you're okay? You are mumbling some strange things. I'm fine, really. Just spaced out for a bit.
I'm just usually like that on a Thursday.
Crack dealer says, how do you know the marks even suck in your own blood? Yeah. Loop says, yeah, you would know about sharp objects, and hey, not understanding half, that's me with Ash. For better or worse, Hero didn't clearly unhear what I was saying. Still though, that voice, could it be that my old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair, maybe that's what triggered it.
Golden hair, okay.
I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. I guess all I can do is rely on my old self. Yeah, because that other guiding voice was the Black Rabbit, wasn't it?
Or at least the Black Rabbit instigated it.
Yeah. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that.
I don't like the idea of a disposal vat, especially after having watched that Netflix show, Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's your fault for watching that. Let's have a seat. We must be prepared.
Yes, but I've got a feeling that this is the same type of thing.
Alright. In Lab 1, we find documents in a Kagura Suzu bell in the cabinet. The files say something odd. Spiritualize the door, release with sacred object. The Kagura Suzu bell is probably considered 1. We also learn the safety valve release password is diamond. I'm bothered by a thin blonde hair found between the pages. The moment I wonder if a foreigner was here. I hear a voice saying, check the disposal vat. What the? It's not the usual whisper in my ear. It's my own voice. I have no control over my mouth as it moves on its own. Are the fragments of my memory causing this? It keeps going. It's probably behind that wall. So weird. It's like I have some special power.
That face is rather frightening. Is that supposed to be our own face?
That's our guy's face, yeah.
And the blonde hair, do you think there was someone he knew here who met an untimely end and he was trying to maybe save them or something?
That seems probable enough. The kind of story that you would see in this sort of place.
So he said that the vat is potentially behind the wall with the wind blowing through it?
Which is where I'm heading to right now.
Cool.
Oh, fuck. The goddamn controls. Crack Dealer asks, oh, are you a fellow Jeffrey Dahmer fan?
I am not exactly a fan. I watched that show because people were talking about it, and yeah, that was weird and disturbing, and it was done in a way that was... I prefer documentaries. This kind of like stylized the whole thing in a way that I did not like.
It was like a reenactment, right?
It's not even that. It's like turned into like a TV series, you know what I mean? Rather than a documentary. It's not exact. It's an adaptation of the actual story. It's weird, and they put a lot of time to his kind of backstory, and almost tried to.
It sounds like it sounds like what I said, a reenactment of sorts.
Yeah, not a documentary though. That's like about the hard facts. They're kind of almost trying to get you to sympathize in a sense.
Is it like inspired by real events, sort of thing?
Well, it's a bit more than that, but they do take liberties with some certain facts, and it's just a bit weird how they portray him. And I was just like, what? And then I watched, there was a documentary, Jeffrey Dahmer Tapes or something, which was like a pure documentary, which I appreciate more. It's something.
Alright, so Crack Dealer says, drilling holes into people's skulls and then chugging hydrochloric acid into that is metal as fuck. I think we can leave it at that. We go north at the intersection and... Oh, look, the door's glowing. Huh? An outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us.
My spidey sensors are tingling.
Hey, look at that. What? What? Impossible! Is it another ghost thing? Huh? You can't see it? See what? It looks like Hero can't see the door. I can hear fucking fireworks.
Is this his imagination just kind of showing him where the door is?
He's going crazy now. It's like, that's a spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. How oppose the spiritual with spiritual if you touch it with a tool that honors the gods?
Oh, whack it with the bell.
The flow of words out of my mouth stops. I like the idea that he's talking in a semi-deranged manner. It's like, I need to hammer the door. Anyway, the flow of
I
words...
need to touch... I need to touch the door with some spiritual... I need to spiritually touch the door.
Exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods? New info. Alright, let's check the file first, because fucking... half the time, the shit that's in the file is actually vital and you don't even realize it. There's a passage beyond the intersection that looks like a dead end. An iron door flickers in and out for whatever reason, and I'm the only one who can see it. I can't believe this. Do I really have some sort of spiritual power? Oppose the spiritual with the spiritual. So, do I have to use a sacred object? Or maybe sacred objects are effective against spiritual beings. Better remember that. Loopy says, Ash, why do you sound horny when you do it?
That was the intention.
The outline of a door flickers in and out on the wall. It's hard to make it out clearly. Is this what half spiritualization is?
According to this game. I'm assuming you just have to use the bell against it.
I touched the door, but it just feels like a wall. Seems the door has no substance.
This wall is a wall?
It's hard to make it out clearly. Is this what half spiritualization is? Alright, tool. The Kagura Suzu bell has infinite uses, so let's shake it.
Infinitely bang it.
I take out the Kagura Suzu bell. Is just touching it okay? No, have to. Strange words spill out from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, he'll be destroyed. Touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I've no choice but to trust the other me.
Are we supposed to get a woman to do it?
That was the implication. I touched the bells to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise.
You have to be gentle, Kuxo, when you touch.
You need to be a Miko, otherwise you can't do it. The next instant, the door physically appears.
If you're too harsh, it won't work.
What just happened? Like, here we go. Take that, science. What did you do? It just felt like it was the right thing to do.
I spiritually touched the door and it came into being.
I willed the door into existence using my spiritual energy and this bell. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. It might be good to look through those.
You know, this music's been playing throughout the whole underground establishment, and I'm not really seeing speakers anywhere, so they must have some loud-ass fucking boombox somewhere in this place.
There's a few locked doors, and yeah, let's be careful. That place is giving me a bad feeling.
Let's save.
Alright, let's go. Forwards and onwards. I push open the iron door,
infinity
and we head inside. Oh my goodness, it's the statues. What is this place? On the other side of the door is a large empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Oh, something's on the ground. A katana? Got a rusted army sword.
Damn, it's rusted.
I take what Hero picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area.
How?
What's that?
How are these? How is this a vat? I don't understand this. This is like a cave.
This is just a cave, yeah. It's what he said. It's like, it's not what he expected. Are these heads of Buddha statues? It doesn't seem like they're being stored. Is this some kind of garbage dump? Just then. Huh?
Lights?
A sound echoes off something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with a pale light. What was that noise? Let's get out of here for now.
From?
I tried to open the door to get out, but... It's locked! Of course it is!
Dun dun dun.
What? We're locked in?
No, we've been locked in.
Oh no! Water! A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? No! Not in
What
the
the fuck
sewers!
is this? Indiana Jones?
It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? Hurry and open the door, we'll get hypothermia! That wasn't my immediate concern, but yeah, that's true. Live or die.
Live or die.
How will we do this? I have to remember what was written in those documents about the disposal vat. All I see near me are Buddha heads. Bang the fucking bell on it. And I'll touch the diamond. I touch the diamond Arhat head. I don't know what that means. I mean, diamond, yeah. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. Then the pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction. Down into a drain.
Safe.
Whoa. Ah! Oh, is that all I had to do? Okay.
There was a mention of diamond, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a mention of diamond. That's the only thing that made me think. It was like, the password is diamond. I'm like, okay, diamond. Crack Dealer says, a closed hollow tunnel. So that might be the factor why it's echoing everywhere. Or let's use darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back.
Wait, what? How did we end up back in the main place?
Did we get washed away or something? This is an intersection in the underground shelter. It looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe.
Oh,
why didn't they play the
shit.
flushing sound effect at that point?
We're totally covered in shit water, aren't we?
We were lucky. I very nearly breathed a sigh of relief. But then I remember Hero. That's right, where's Hero? No need to be so worried.
Oh shit, Hobo appears.
Fuck you, mate. Wild Hobo appears. What will you do? Fight, run away, throw item. Haha, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I like the name Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Hero, but... My jaw is nearly locked and my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T-Mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for nearly an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. How was that nearly an hour?
He was submerged in cold water for an hour. Why is he not dead?
Relax. Your friend's fine. So, you, got somewhere to go back to? Something like
Is he asking us out on a date?
Something like a home, perhaps? He's got love written on his shirt. I don't like it. I say shirt, it's a hoodie.
He's like, have you got anything to do after this? That, you could come to my shack and we could get it on.
I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. We got a live one, boys. That's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything, but I am pretty darn hungry. The man eyes me, his smile sharp. I don't like that fade to black.
Wait, shit, what's he hungry for?
Mate, are we fucking taking him home with us? Mate, come on.
Did we just fucking leave Hero behind?
I think we got Hero with us. Crack Dealer says, hey man, hey there, my man, how's it going? Fucking A. We get into the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. Yeah, I'm feeling cold just listening to this.
You'd need to be like submerged in warm water for a while to like raise your temperature back after that proper.
Uh-huh. While this is going on, the old man... Ew, it's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives. But even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Hero shudders. We're about to freeze, you know? It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshee Ito.
Banshee. What
Banshee, yeah. That's how he introduced himself. But that obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting something like weed and piss.
Yep.
It kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments until I realize it's the stench of dried filth. What the fuck? What? How do you mistake the two? So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. Ah, God damn it. I shouldn't be surprised. Life is rough. Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? The long story. I summarize everything we know. About spirits and the mark, until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is, huh? He nods vigorously to himself. Do you really understand it? No, that must be the girl. Do you really understand any of that? Hero's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. Who do you think I am? I think you're a hobo. Crack Dealer says, there's a reason I talked to that man from 5 feet away. Terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter, and you guys are wrapped up in it now. His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge? Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things that others can't. I stake my name, Banshee Ito, on it, so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've got swept up in it. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, oh noble Lord Banshee, fucking hell, man. Would you tell us? How do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You've got to find that. The center? That swirling grudge and the spirit thing. Is that what you called it? Huh? What? Oh no, that's got to be fucking Hero. God damn it, game. The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse. Something like that should be left within that. Fucking A! If you look for that, I'm sure then. He trails off. He gazes out the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's out of batteries. Then what? What will happen? Black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes.
I think he ran out of batteries.
Literally. He'll just, he'll ask for a bottle of booze and some fags, and that's it.
I've just realised that we've been basically hanging out at a dead person's house without their permission all this time.
No, we had their permission from Mary, who was acting as their representative. And
Mary was the one that was saying that there was a representative. Who knows? She could just be a random ghost that's just like,
I suppose. Anyway, that reminds me, Yashiki. Oh, it's fucking this guy. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just as a little symbol of our friendship. Got an underground shelter key.
Ooh.
Is this a key for the underground shelter? I would have guessed that it was from the fact that it's called the underground shelter key. I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held onto it. But I'll lend it to you for now, Yashiki. He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? But I have no reason to refuse him. I do. He's dodgy as fuck. Just look at him. Thanks. I'll borrow it.
Just sell, man.
Daimon walks up to us. Hey, you came back safely. Were you able to learn anything? The hero butts in before I can speak. Wait just a minute. Don't tell me you aren't going to believe that old man's story, are you? He's fishy. And he stinks. Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Yashki. You believe me, right? See, the fact that he's...
That smile.
I know. Crackdula says, so, we get the Love Hotel when we visit destinations in H City. Yeah, I think so. Do I believe him? Yes? No? What's he said? What has he said apart from, there's bad stuff down there?
There is no reason to instantly believe him, but there's no reason to totally discount. So I feel like I don't know is maybe more accurate, but I don't know what the implications of this choice are.
Do I believe you? To be honest, I do, simply because he's just saying what is common sense in a ghost story.
I think he's sus, but
I think he's sus as well. I don't know. Of course. What do I go for? What do you think? I'm going for I don't know.
Go for off court. Oh, fair enough.
I don't know, old man. You stink of shit. What did you say? Oh, my heart hurts.
What the fuck?
Look, man, that's the most dramatic the games have been, even with the ghosts. Exactly. Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief, can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something. Ah! Food! Food! Fuck you guys! Banshee bolts out the garage and vanishes into the... Mate, you've let a homeless guy in your house. What the fuck? Daimon gives me an exasperated look. Yashki, it seems that my eye's fucked off, and you've got another troublemaker on your hands. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. Ah, oh, nice. ASMR suddenly hits us. The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. I tell you, that doesn't sound as, like, ravenous as I was expecting. I was expecting him to be like, you know. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner. Excellent!
Nice.
I didn't need him to say that, but I'm happy he did. Dracula says he was probably in the background drunk when Batman's parents got shot. I like that. I haven't been this full in forever. Good for you. Now on to our questions. What were you doing down there? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. He's been living there for 10 years. Fucking hell, man.
And he's still not been killed by the ghost or whatever.
It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain, and no damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Hero and Daimon seem to be the same. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. See, that part I can understand. Until a weirdo showed up about 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter, and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been Zukawa. I nod. That's my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have upped and left, so I went back. Where did he go in the meantime? But now there's something stranger. Which was... a damn walking Buddha statue! I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that.
Ah yes, those walking Buddha statues.
I even got this weird scar. Wait, has he got the mark?
Is it on his butt?
Banshee removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. He had no idea he was gonna die at some point. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the cannon soldier, after all. The cannon soldier? How do you know that name? Some document I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers.
This seems like a stupid plan.
You know, I would have read that paper and been like, bullshit, and just toss it aside. But this guy memorized it. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane. Now, hero, calm down. So those documents that you found, are they still around? Garlic Bread says a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. I've always loved that. And this is a good way of using that. Nope, I burnt them for warmth. You fucking geezer. And look at that grin. I had a delicious roasted potato too.
I hope that potato fucking poisoned you, jackass.
Man, potatoes are nice though. Roasted potato. How could you? Ugh. Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Diamond. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than the strange old man's. It's fine. My noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. Here we go. The Heavenly Buddha project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the cannon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. Wait, so they were actually trying to animate a Buddha statue?
It is actually a statue that moves around using spirit power.
I feel like making a robot would have been easier.
Yep, this is stupid.
They were brought from some shrine or something nearby. That must be Hate Shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from T Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over, but nobody thought anything would actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to... mate, we seem to have a visitor in the chat. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Hello, sir. We really don't need you here, so... Bye-bye. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. Crackula looks sideways. Oh wait, hang on, I need to get back to the game. There we go. At least it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. It went berserk throughout the lab, and went crazy on a ton of people. The bloodstains in old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red, bite-like marks on them. The thing went and wrecked the place, and then it stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. Hero and Daimon are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Tell that to that door I magicked out of thin air. Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was the cannon soldier.
What?
The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hero's marks. What if you flip that though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the cannon soldier. When the soldiers stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But with it started up again, you got them because you're their descendants. See, I don't like how much this guy seems to know now.
This guy is definitely Dodge.
Yeah.
He's totally leading us down this as well.
If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Cracktula says, why do I feel like he won't die even if we fuck up every part?
What, the old man?
Yeah.
Maybe he can't die. Maybe he's immortal.
Hero can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the cannon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? I think it was some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something. So you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget. Fucking convenient. Taking his age into account, it's more likely it just completely slipped his mind. It seems we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks. And we'll have to figure it out on our own if he can't be of more help. You seem a pro at this, Yoshiki. We'll be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived. Now that he says it, I guess he's right. I have been hearing a mysterious voice a few times and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter. So, what are you folks gonna do now? Good question. How would we investigate the soldier? How would we investigate the project? Cracktula says, where did he learn all that from? Apparently he memorized a sheet of paper we found, which he then burned up to use for warmth. Does it matter which one of these I should select? I don't think it does.
Man, there's something wrong with my connection.
Yeah, I figured you disappeared for a bit.
It's been happening regularly and I cannot figure out why. It's like the connection is fine and all of a sudden it shits the bed. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi here because other people are using the Wi-Fi but even then it's fucking hate not being at home with my wired connection. But on this bit, I don't know, it feels like you can maybe just ask each question, get information. I don't think it matters which order.
I'm gonna go with the soldier. Let's investigate the soldier in the shelter. We'll need to do something about that to get rid of your marks. If I'm descended from someone on the project, then mine might disappear too. I guess we're going back in then. Hero's still kind of sulking, but she's at least recovered from a shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try to run away. Yep, you should find it there. The heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the cannon soldier. That's what my gut's telling me. I think your gut's telling you that you just ate 10 packs of pot noodle and you probably need to have shit right now.
You're just a dumbass homeless man that seems to know a shit ton of stuff. And it's like, oh, it's just my gut instincts. This is the thing you should do. You're sus as fuck.
What are you going to do then? I'm full now, so I was going to take a nap in that park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier.
You asshole, yeah, you just sit down and do fuck all.
Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away? Loopy says, Ash, say sussy bucker.
Sussy bucker.
Your voice cracked at the end. Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. Mate, I actually don't want your help. Go fuck off to the park or whatever.
Maybe he'll put the ghosts off with his smell.
Let's find this new info. Alright, better remember that. Somehow we make it out of the freezing water trap in the disposal vat and return to the mansion with a strange homeless man calling himself Banshee Ito. He's been living in that shelter, and he has surprising info. He says he saw Zukawa going in and out, and then saw a Buddha statue walking around. He tells us of some research documents he had to burn for warmth. They detail something called the Heavenly Buddha Project, some mumbo-jumbo about using spiritual power to make a statue into a weapon. They gathered numerous sacred objects, including a massive number of statues from the shrine in each city. There was no way it would work. The war was almost over, but it moved. The spirit weapon named the Cannon Soldier moved. The soldier went berserk in the They spelled berserk wrong. The soldier went berserk in the shelter and killed people. Those who escaped had a scar, most likely the mark. What's alarming, though hard to believe, is the walking statue Banshee saw. And that's when he got the mark, which means the Cannon Soldier is moving once more. That might be why Daimon and Hero, descendants of those involved, now have the mark as well. It's unclear what made the soldier move, past or present, but we have to find a way to stop it. Maybe there are records of how they stopped it 50 years ago? Banshee doesn't remember. Only that some person with spiritual power used something to do something. I guess all we can do is search the shelter. I have to trust both my past and present self. That doesn't help that much.
So the hobo guy, right, Banshee, was attacked by a moving statue, right? And he still decided to continue living in that shelter.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Fishy man. Also, if he's not trying to screw us over and is like some undercover enemy, he is at the very least batshit insane.
Well, he is homeless, so I can imagine the desperation of just living there being the reason he's still there. Okay, the key item research records one, the Ura statue. Ashura statue, maybe? I don't know. Donated from H Shrine, created by something line. Statue makers using chisel, donated by same family as Everhead. Tool together becomes key. I do a wish. Dispose 200 super dimension iron door, half spiritualized, hypothesize. Mystical forces need sacred object to erase. Diamond. We already used the diamond thing, so whatever. Alright, let's go. I'm taking the old man with me. He's my partner.
Wait. You're taking... all the people we have to select, you took the old man?
Yeah, because I figure he probably is probably the one.
Wait, what's the shiny thing on the up the top?
It's just a window. It says, even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted.
Man, this guy's going to totally fuck us over, this old dude.
Let's go down. Wait, fuck's sake. Alright, the music. Alright, so he gave us the key, so let's see if I can open this door first. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Open it with the underground shelter key. There's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. See, that's not the first... Alright, let's look at the light first. The light bulb's covered in dust. It's obvious no one has touched it in a long time. Why is such an old bulb still working?
Good question.
A big iron box. Ah, well that's ominous. The box
I
is
see some
packed.
statue heads and then some actual heads.
Yeah, and some skulls. The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. A real actual head can clearly be seen among them. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. Most likely one of the experiment's victims. Ah, so this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner.
What the fuck?
I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. I feel Banshee's gaze on me. Alright. I can only carry one head. I can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take.
Where does the woman's who does the woman's head belong to? That just belongs to the other place, isn't it? There's probably a headless corpse there.
I don't think I need to put the puzzles together or anything, but I get. I
You should put a merciful.
got the merciful Buddha head.
Put that on the body, see what happens. Oh, we've saved before this, haven't we?
A head retrieved from a box full of Buddha and human heads. The cut looks like it's made with a chisel, but it's a benevolent expression. Actually, I wonder if I'm supposed to put them on. It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to the neck as if it's taking the place of the missing head. Found a worn out talisman when I pick it up. Blah blah blah. Soul power.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you put the angry Buddha, does it go mental? If you put the merciful one, is it better?
Can I put the Buddha statue head? Can I put the Buddha head here?
How do you use an item on something?
Well, normally you go into the thing and then it says tools, but it's not letting me do that. Will it give me the option to swap heads? Yeah. Alright, well let's explore. What the fuck, man? That actually fucking got me. If we had the heart rate monitors on, you'd have seen a spike there. Right. Yeah, it looks like it's been a number of years. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse. You have to do that! I try attaching the merciful Buddha head, but it doesn't fit very well. Have I still got it? Yeah, I do. Alright, we have to actually put the fucking heads on.
Wait, what did I miss?
Okay, so I went to where we found the body, the first body that we found, where they said the head's been cut off, and it said, I could try putting this head on, but the merciful Buddha head statue, Buddha head doesn't fit on it. So, I'm going back to pick up the woman's head.
Sure.
Was there only one human head in there?
No, I feel there's 2 skulls and 1 mummified head. I don't know why he ignored the skulls.
He did, didn't he? Looks like it's been a number of years. Dried skin, mummy, cut by the knitter's jacket. Head I picked up, attach. I try attaching the human head, but it doesn't fit very well. Alright, so it's not this one. There was another body that we found, so let's go there.
Sorry, what happened when you attached the head? I just cut out there.
Oh wow, really? Nothing happened, it didn't fit. There's another body here, so I'm going to try it here. It looks like it's been a number of years since the person drives the knitter's jacket, the head. Put it on. Try attaching the human head, but it doesn't fit very well. For fuck's sake.
Where else was there a body?
I don't know. Do I just try the Buddha heads?
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't fit on any of them. That makes sense.
I wouldn't expect them to, and there's no indication why they would. What does it say about this human head? A head retrieved from a box full of Buddha and human heads. It's dry like a mummy. What hair remains seems to be a woman's. The cut looks rough, like it was done by a chisel.
Should have worked on one of those bodies.
Can I put it on this?
Unless there's a third room that has a body that we've not came across.
That might be it. I can think of one room I haven't been in yet.
Yeah, because the only other things that you can pick up are Buddhas, right? Which
Yeah.
I don't think we need at this point.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to the room we haven't done yet. Which is north from here. It's a thick iron door, locked. There's more. I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Well, let's keep going.
Keep going, yeah.
I shrug and keep moving forwards. I take one step forward and... an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up. Here we go. Live or die.
Live or die.
You layabout! What are you doing there? You have time to be loafing around, do you? Recite this basic slogans at once. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland. $100 million honorable deaths?
Why not? Where were we supposed to find that out?
I don't know, I just went with the idea that they're a Japanese army. Once more, declare a resolve to strike back with air raids! We won't lose even if our country's reduced to ashes. Show your determination. Suppress your desires until we win?
Yeah, why not?
No. You you unpatriotic piece of shit! Fuck.
Oof.
Wrong. That's bad. It must have been the Fireballs one. Our army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade?
Yes.
If the kamikaze winds blow?
Yeah.
You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell.
What was this?
That was the ghost of a drill sergeant, it seems. And there's no... he doesn't say anything. That's it.
Well, that was something.
That was really, really weird. Went to the right. It's locked, and there's blood on the door. The door is stained with blood. Upon closer look, it's countless handprints.
Ah, should be fine.
But the key holds perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. And I do indeed have a key.
Man, this key works everywhere.
But when I turn the knob to go in, the door doesn't open. Oh, what's the fuss? The door won't open. I'm sure I unlocked it, though. I turn the key again just to double check. But I was right, it's unlocked. What's going on? I try turning the knob slowly. But it stops moving halfway. It's almost as if someone on the opposite side is pushing against it to keep it closed.
Or someone's just put something to jam it.
It seems the dead are rejecting us. Read all the records. Speak to that woman. What woman? All the records and that woman. Are the records referring to the research records? I tried to prompt my old self into answering. But there's no reply. No choice left, I turned to Banshee. When he says woman, is he talking about Hero?
I think it's maybe the deadhead person we've got.
Ha! Let's keep looking. We can come back here later. It could be something we still need to do. Well, let's keep going then. Hello, it's another body. Human bones. It looks like the person was crushed to death. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says, I. It's a thick iron door. Keyhole.
Always be love. Does I mean love, or am I missing?
I means love. Oh,
Yeah.
this could be it. It's the operating room in the southern section, but on this table is... How about that? A dead body. A headless corpse. A headless corpse is lying there. There's corpses everywhere. A headless corpse. Going by what remains of its clothing, it was likely a woman. Yeah, thanks for that. A headless corpse is lying on top of the operating table. The head I picked up earlier might fit on this corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Not yet, man. I ain't finished checking this room yet.
Yeah, let's check it out.
It's missing not only its head, but also all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this?
Someone like putting on fucking nuts in a car wheel or something.
A rusted filing cabinet. The door's locked. It's a well-built metal cabinet, however, what should be intact.
Do you think we need to get a key?
Can I use this key? I take out the underground shelter key. I've taken out. I can't think of a way to use it. Turn the key. Fucking dickhead. Yeah, it's not working. All right, let's put the head on. A headless corpse. Let's put the head on. I try attaching the human head. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly.
Nice.
The world suddenly distorts. What the hell? A horrific scene appears before my eyes. This is the woman on the operating table. Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. I must be seeing the past. Oh boy. The sound triggers a change in views. Men in lab coats. Oh, sorry, men in lab coats, holding surgical tools. But they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in the nightmare of the past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. Then something else interrupts. You! This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon. The voice on my right cuts off and I can hear the men in lab coats again. Oh, bloody hell! Why?
Lol.
Hey, woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? This is it for you, so we'll let you decide.
Pencil.
Chisel. Ha! Good answer. You're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely. Shut up. You're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women.
Oh, what the hell?
Be patient. We finally found a clue. Not yet. Wait. Now, give you power. The whisper from my right falls silent. Yeah, I never dreamed breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey, pig, do you understand? Do you know the correct combination of head and body?
Gosh.
For the heavenly Buddha, I don't know. I don't know! Oh! Oh, it's gotta be... what'd you say?
Second one.
Female head, male body. Precisely, and that's why we need your head. Gladly offer it up for the sake of our beloved country. Crack Dealer has a comment. It says women and then a cup of tea. The problem is the soul freshness. Regardless of refrigeration, it's all up to the quality of the cut. This is some bro science, man, I swear. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. Voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Hate this whole world, tear it to pieces. The power to do that, I'll give it all to you in the place where you hear me now, huh? Hate them, destroy them, understand? Oh shit. Yes? Is it like yes, yes, or
wonder.
yes? Good. Destroy them. When I return to my senses, I'm standing beside the operating table. I'm amazed we survived that. Just then, something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. Got a small key. What I just saw, no, more importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that? You don't look so great there. Did you see something by chance? Yeah, actually. I explained to Banshee what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever that voice belonged to. Ah, interesting. Can't say I'm surprised something like that happened here. So, what's that have to do with our marks? Everything, apparently. Crack Dealer says those weren't human hands, right? Yeah, they look like spider legs to me, but I don't know. Well, I'm not sure about that part, but... Banshee's right, this isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to this spirit. Let's keep looking. That small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. I turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Banshee, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. Alright, let's check the file. First of all, save. I've got 1,000 spirit points left. Hopefully that's enough. I have to trust both my past and present self. We find a pile of heads in an iron box. They're mostly statues, but buried among them is a human head. It's been mummified, but appears to be female. So, this is where it went. Bring it back to its owner. There I go, unconsciously speaking again. Which one am I bringing with me? All the heads are pretty heavy, so I can probably only take one. Mysterious human experiments. My vision blurs when I return the head to the body on the table. Is the corpse's ghost showing me the past? Or is it a curse? The man in the lab coat has to be the ghost of the researcher here. The two ghosts are stuck in an unending nightmare. They cut off the woman's head with a chisel and try to attach it to the Ashura statue. That's obscene. Hatred overwhelms me. Just then. So they tried to attach the woman's head to the Ashura statue. I hear the operating table woman's voice on my right. Hate, 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 hate the entire world and tear it to pieces. Pour all my strength into this place where I hear the voice. Hate, kill. It sounds like a curse of some kind. And what's the voice she mentioned? Was that voice what made the cannon soldier move? The woman's head, having gained a special power, was put on the Ashura statue. I feel like I tried that and it didn't work. No, it didn't let me. The cannon soldier awoke, either a curse or a grudge triggering its birth. It must be a spiritual being of some kind. That means I need an object with spiritual power. The Kagura Suzu bell we found is used by priestesses. So then, who would be best to bring us my partner? I'm still not sure. That is the thing, isn't it? His health is failing. She doesn't believe in anything supernatural. He says he's knowledgeable about spiritual things. He's got powers. Whatever. I don't know. Crack Dealer's asking, is Ash cut off again? I think he is. I think he's having a hard time tonight.
I am back, but like I did, God, it just...
Cut off?
I hate this Wi-Fi. Yeah, I did cut off for a while, and then I jumped back in, and I thought I'd stay quiet for a bit.
I opened the door using the small key. I find an old gun and some research records. Suddenly berserk, severe damage, sutra chanting, complete insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane.
Charming.
Half spiritualized, like disposal vat, need sacred object attack. Destroy human head. The heart of all this need to destroy human head. That's all it says. Got the gun with blanks and research records 3. Yeah.
I was excited when you got a gun,
It says use earplugs while firing it or you won't be able to hear anything for a while. And it says here you need to make yourself deaf to remain sane.
Looks like we need earplugs.
Well, we'll use the gun with blanks. And then we'll destroy the human head.
Oh, so we have to shoot the gun just to make ourselves deaf?
Yeah, and then we'll destroy the human head, possibly with the Kagura bell.
This sounds like the end game.
Yeah, or the short sword.
I think we've got all the stuffs.
I don't know yet. He's saying, who do I use as a partner? Now, I can use either her, him, or him. She's the one who rejects all things spiritual, but she's female. He's dying. He's dodge as fuck, but he apparently does seem to have some kind of spiritual powers. Yes, please, actually.
Alright, let me check the gate.
Check this again. Headless corpse. Yep, was female apparently. There's the... let's carry on.
What chapter is this?
5.
Cool.
I'm just wandering around now. Right, I don't think I've actually been in this one. Oh my god, there's more fucking places. And finally the chanting has stopped. Oh wait! K road access. This is the north side. Okay.
The guide says to keep Hero as your partner.
Keep Hero as
I
my
think
partner.
Yeah, and they keep her throughout this whole chapter.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because the thing said you need to be a maiden to use the bell. Yeah, let's climb the ladder. Let's go get Hero back. Drop the old man off. Climbing out the manhole, we see that we're on Kamiya Mansion North Road. We managed to find a way out. It wouldn't hurt to go back to the mansion for now. It'll be a pain to get back to Emno South Alley for the car, but... Return to Kuja Mansion? Yep. Yeah, what a pain that was. Hero, come back with us. Yes, you. I'm going to enter from South Alley because I know the route from there, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't... Like, when you start moving about, it doesn't give like you... It doesn't give you a compass, even though it flips the map as well. And it's very easy to get lost that way.
Was there a room with multiple statues?
A room with multiple statues?
Yeah, because in the guide it's like look at each statue and then it'll unlock a box. And I don't remember coming across a room like that.
We'll see.
I'm wondering if that door that was locked initially is now unlocked.
I'm just checking all the areas
if you know what I
now.
mean.
I'm just checking all of it. There was nothing down here, right? Yeah. But up here was the door we magicked into existence, and in there was a whole bunch of statues. It's not this one, is it?
No, because it says you can examine them.
Right. And then we go to the end of the road on this side. And it's the lab number 2. which just has this body. So forwards all the way this way. And this is intersection A. And this is the one where we found the thing over here. Notes. Alright, so going north at intersection A. Takes us here to the central passage at intersection C. If we go to the left, we find the door that has I marked on it. And this is where we did the thing. Lab number 3. Going around to the other side of intersection C. So this is the east wing. Ah! We haven't been here yet.
Try using the key on it.
It's unlocked, but the door won't open. It's almost as if someone on the opposite side is pushing against it to keep it closed.
Huh.
So we'll need to come back here, but when we've done something, I think. And then going to the north side of intersection C. Just breaks you out here where North Road is. So, I'm going to go back to the room with the heads. And by that, I mean the heads in the chest, because I haven't actually...
Alright, what stuff do you have?
What stuff do I have?
Yeah.
Go with blanks, Kagura, Suzubel, short sword, army sword.
Do you have an injecting dagger?
No. No. No dagger. Alright, we're back in this room with the statue. It's a Buddha statue, the headless Buddha statue. It's covered in dust. Okay, right. And in here... the box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. Oh, it won't let me take them. Oh. I'm at a bit of a loss for words then. Crack Dealer says, god damn it, I hate Starbucks. What happened? Alright, does the guide give any info?
Hello? Hello?
Yep.
Do you have an injecting dagger?
No, I don't.
Because I'm wondering if you're missing stuff on you. Well,
I think we are definitely missing stuff. What I want to know is how do we get it?
you got the Shinto bill.
I do. Oh wait, it's not calling it the same stuff.
What?
He's not calling it the same stuff. I have what's called the Kagura Suzu bell. Shinto bell is what you're saying.
Was it?
I have 2 swords, a rusted army sword and a ranged short sword.
Right, because it's saying here as some sort of dagger.
Okay, it says ranged short sword, a prototype weapon developed by the army in the shelter. A spring is installed in the hilt, but it's so flimsy that it's destroyed after one use.
Right. So okay, you've got research records 1, 3, but not 2.
Yeah.
Okay, it's probably whatever room has 2 ones. Let me check.
Thankfully, this is the kind of game that won't let us progress until we've got all the stuff we need.
check all the rooms that had like the operating tables, you know, the ones that all look similar with cupboards in the back. And make sure you check the cupboards.
I did check the cupboards, but okay. This one's closest. It's a cabinet with a glass door. I open it and search inside. I find a note. Again? Okay, I find a notebook titled Research Records in a Small Kind. The notes have deteriorated. I can just about make what they say. 70th next experiment. Ashura statue, male body and female head. Oh. Then natural phenomena, spirit, frequent, hard, continue experiments. That's all it says. Okay, we got a palm pistol. Notes on the experiments, huh? You better give it a read.
That might be what we were missing.
But that one is the one that says male body, female head, which we sort of sussed out naturally.
Yes, but you also got a palm gun, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, where is that palm gun? Palm pistol, a small palm-sized gun developed by the armies for self-defense. A number of unsolved issues, such as only holding one bullet, and its unreliability caused its development to be cancelled. So in other words, it's a piece of shit.
Try going to the room with the palm prints on it. The door, sorry, with the palm prints on it.
Now go there? Okay.
Because I feel like you didn't...
Because I didn't get that, so I didn't have the flag ready, yeah. That door is this way. It's on the right side of section C. Door won't open. I put my hand on the knob again and turn it. When I do, it turns smoothly with no resistance. Here we go. Inside the room are several headless statues. Are a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. It seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donations. Feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse...
lost everything.
We made it. We're in the place we're supposed to be. A whole bunch of headless statues. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse or the source of the spirit is. I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does that mean I should already know?
Hello?
It's a statue with a divine general.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can also hear something in your background.
There will be noises. You can check all the statues, and then you'll be able to check the box.
Okay, it's a statue that has a divine general. It has armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a statue with its head cut off. It looks like it held a weapon in its left hand. Oh, that's what the swords are for. It's a statue that looks like a Vidyaraja or something. It's missing one of its arms as well as its head. Oh god. It's a Vaisravana statue. It's missing its head. It's a statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. It's a statue that seems to be divine general. Its head has been severed. It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. I search all the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly, there's the sound of movement from within the box. Crack Dealer says, these statues remind me of Gantz. It's been ages since I read it. I watched Gantz once. It was a long time ago. It's a big iron box.
Me too.
I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. There seem to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? Hero appears into the box beside me. So, was something in there? Well... Her voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit? There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. What? What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand? Hero is right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. A box sealed by talismans has enshrined...
Jobby.
A Western-style cushion.
What the fuck?
Hero sighs, disappointed. Guess we're out of luck. I like this music. It's very Umineko-esque.
Yeah.
No way this thing gave birth to a spirit. True. But the state of this room and the voices. Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. Do you know what? We need to go get those heads, don't we? And the thing we're searching for, where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that a now familiar pain flares up. The mark burns scarlet. It is immediately dyed a deep crimson. Death is only a few minutes away, fuckers. God, what's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... the spirit's here. Oh, I got the achievement. What? What the fuck? We're just running away all of a sudden.
Good move.
I'm not... Holy shit. A low sutra chant hum trembles the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. It may be because of that hum. Alright, gun with blanks. And you use the bell. Yashiki loses consciousness. He shoots the gun with blanks. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. He turns the gun towards my head and fires. The blank explodes and my consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears, and it's preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Hero is clutching their head like they can't hear anything either. The numbness has faded. Hero shakes the Kagura bell, but nothing happens. He yells, making my heart clench. She's injured. And he's injured. Hey, we took damage! I didn't know you could take damage in this. Alright.
Try chucking the sword.
Straight away? Alright.
It's ranged, isn't it, one of them?
I'm just going to read this. It was only a Western-style cushion that's depressing. Is this the heart of the grudge, the source of the spirit? No way. Something was here. Something cursed. Something that might be able to stop the cannon soldier. As if to mock me even further, the mark warns me that time is short. We'll just have to face the soldier with what we've gathered up until now. Facing the cannon soldier, forget what we're missing and take stock of what we have now. If we want to use the saber or short sword, we'll have to throw them. If the spirit is nebulous like that spirit door, then the Kagura bell will be helpful. And the blanks will mess up our ears if we shoot them, but one document mentioned that we must destroy head. I'm not sure about this at all, but I can't give up if I want to live. Throw the short sword at them?
Yeah.
I get the feeling I should save this until they're close range.
Yeah.
So Kagura bell. Wounded the cannon soldier. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. Hero shakes the Kagura bell and it's wounded. The spirit turns solid again. And we're both injured. I don't like this one. Well, we've used the short sword. So, palm pistol. And bell.
Yeah.
I shoot the palm pistol. It's wounded. The spirit fades, becomes intangible. The bell. Wounded. Turns solid again. Yells. Alright, it's getting close. Oh, God.
Charming.
Gun with blanks and then the bell? I don't know. I have to destroy its head. Must destroy head. If it's close enough, will the blank also affect it?
Were we supposed to use the palm pistol when it was right up in our face?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Give it a go.
I can use this.
Yeah, give that a go.
An army sword discovered in the disposal vat, abandoned in a room that fills the water, has caused the entire blade to rust. I don't think this will be that useful. I'm going to use the gun with blanks, and then I'm going to use the Susubel. And let's hope this fucking works. Shoot the gun. It was not effective. Fuck. Shakes the bell. Nothing happened. We get stabbed. My vision darkens, and I can see the spirit slowly drawing closer. Well, we died.
You died.
You know, with your low tinny volume that actually sounded like it came from the game. Face the spirit again. Alright, I think we should have used the sword then.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. This one's a bit of a rough one, because I don't have a lot of things I can use.
I honestly think you need to use the palm pistol at the very end.
At the very end.
Yeah, because it only has one bullet.
A low sutra chant hums, trembles the air. Yep, blah, blah, blah. So we use the gun here.
Yep, and the bell.
Grab the gun, but can't control the hand. Blank explodes, consciousness fades. Ringing in the ears, and the numbness has faded. Nothing happens with the bell. We're injured. I don't understand the injured thing. Like, have we taken serious damage or something?
You must only be allowed to be injured a certain amount of times.
I suppose. If we use the short sword and the bell, it takes damage. Because he gets wounded, turns intangible. Then when he's intangible, you use the bell. And he's solid again.
Not yet.
Alright then. Alright, it wasn't effective. Nothing happens. Injured. Alright, I shoot it from here. Honestly, I think I could just use the army sword from here.
Go for it.
Sword, wounded. Intangible, bell, wounded, solid. Stabs its weapons, we collapse. Right. Alright, I think I have it. First we use the gun with blanks, then we use the ranged sword, then we use the palm pistol, then we use the sword when he's close by. That way, we always do something on him. Her, whatever. Alright. Gun with blanks. Bell. The only thing that I don't understand is the bell does nothing at this point. Alright, Crack Dealer says this time I think he got closer faster than before. I think that's because I was going through it faster.
The guide has a chisel. Do you have a chisel?
No. No, we don't have a chisel. Palm pistol, bell. We get injured. And then it comes up closer. His face is opened up. I use the sword. You use the bell. Wounded. The spirit face becomes intangible. Wounded. Stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach behind me. Coughing. I hear coughing, and whoever it is puts their hand on my back. Daimon, is it you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with the grip stained in blood.
Ah, yes.
This is. I found it in that room in the mansion. In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for, the object that gave birth to the spirit. So it was kept in Kujo Mansion. Thanks, I'm going to use it! With this Phoenix Wright music, I grab the chisel and face the spirit. So, you use the large chisel and you use the bell. Swing the chisel on the soldier.
I think it's option 4.
Right ear? Why?
It just hit 1 second. Let me check the guide. The guide just says option 4.
I jab the chisel at his right ear. I like that. It sounds like he's just doing it in wood. It stares at me dispassionately. Why? Finally, it smiles and disappears. The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right? Looks like it. My mark's vanished, so it must be over. But mine is still fucking there.
Owned.
I'm grateful that I made it in time. That was a close call. Yeah, thanks for saving us, but you know that was pretty reckless. I thought it said it's dangerous for a group of mark bears to go somewhere haunted. Yes, but this seemed important. And it saved our lives in the end. Tell us, Dr. Daimon, what happened at the mansion? To be honest, it's hard for me to logically explain it, but I'll tell you what happened. After you left, I chose to do my own investigation of the mansion. When I passed a certain room, my mark started hurting suddenly. I went inside to look around and found a desk with chisels on it. We know that room. You must mean that room we found. My head was in a haze because of the mark at the time, but it seemed to me that one chisel was engulfed in a black light. I realize now that I must have had a spiritual encounter. But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seemed sure it would be effective against the cannon soldier. I'm not sure myself. I picked it up and heard a voice. The rest was, well, instinct. It was what Banshee mentioned earlier, the heart of the curse that created the spirit, so I knew I had to give it to you. When I looked through that room before, Yasuoka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statue that became the cannon soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while. That's all I can tell you. Now then, Yashiki, should we go back to the mansion? I need to update Banshee on all that's happened. I didn't bother telling him anything. Yeah. Crack Dealer says, so was it Black Rabbit's voice? Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was the Black Rabbit's voice, and our dumbfuck protagonist just hasn't put 2 and 2 together yet. Searching for the documents on the mark and carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What? We're leaving already? I want to examine this place. We've fucking been here searching up and down! I glance at the statue fall into the door. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it. Yeah, you do that.
Do that on your own, mate.
Hey, we got the achievement. Damn, you almost died here. I know the danger's past, but you've gotten over this way too quickly. I'm impressed with your nerves of steel. Or is it more willpower? You can say that again. Let's get out of here, man. Come on. We return to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. Now, I think I might need to actually redo the chapter with the one that we got the bad ending on.
Why?
Because I think the next chapter doesn't unlock unless you've got all the previous chapters. I'm not sure. I think that's the case, but I'm not sure. We climb out of the manhole in Emno South Alley. Banshee runs up to us, waving. His ever-present smell wafts off him.
No.
Figured I'd find you here. You gave me a shock dashing out the mansion like that, Diamond. Oh, here we go again. Hello, Triple X69 online. Thank you for coming, and welcome to Timeout. Then the next thing I knew, my mark was gone. What happened? I just needed to deliver something. You really saved us. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I can think of the consequences. It happened twice before. I don't get it, but it sounds like you did good work, Diamond. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Yashki still has his, though. This always happens. I'm used to it. But now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from H Shrine are. I'm lost, but I'm glad for you. It's thanks to all of you, except you, old man. I'll figure the rest out myself. You should all return to your regular-ish lives. You're saying we should split up, then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Sayakujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. Huh? Well, thanks, I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Good to hear your research is exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Miss Zoo. I could do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. Yashiki, whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help out. Until then, see you. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. And there he goes as well. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home, please. Hey, Yashiki, one day I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter, for the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like it if you helped with it. See you around. Guess I'll go too. You're not returning to the shelter, are you? I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty of other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle. And then he will go back there. So you're still planning on going back? I'm not sure I'd call that a smart move. Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Yashiki. Bring more food next time, yeah? More pot noodle, yeah? Before my mark bearers have all left. I should probably head back to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next.
Take a shot.
What the fuck? I hear a voice calling from behind me.
What the fuck was that?
I turned to see Banshee in the middle of the road, staring intently at me. What's wrong? I remember now. His eyes are as wide as saucers. I forgot because of the mark, but I've met you before.
Dun.
What? What do you mean? Well, let me think. He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him. Ah, yes. We first met 5 years ago. And then again 10 days ago. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Kujo Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I? I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name and you didn't give it. Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please. Okay. Oh, God. That face of his, I swear. I owe you for the food, so ask. I'm more interested than 5 years ago.
5, then 10.
You showed up at the shelter, wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha project, and gave me food. Actually, you were more focused on the Kujo family than the Cannon Soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. You really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? My fucking throat is going, man. Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family. Which means they're all in the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. Next is 10 days ago. I'd just seen the cannon soldier, and you can bet I booked out the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way. You'd mentioned you'd been overseas. You'd only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now. By that time, was my right arm... Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words. The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. Typos. By the by, I've got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is of much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mum or divine providence. You understand? No? You lost me. I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs. I forgot them at the restaurant. Let me see them. I grabbed them both and rushed to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside.
Of course.
There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when he got it. Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. Oh, fucking useless. It was probably in there. Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Sayakujo Spirit Healer. Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. Crack dealer says I don't believe I forgot. But I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff. Sayakujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kujo Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something is still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. Are you kidding, fucking hobo? Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hero about the cannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move. But it did actually move. That's what I thought too. And then, you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. Huh? That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. That she loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her. My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man! Who's she? Did I tell you? I wanted to know too, so I asked. But you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember. Is that because of the mark? Well, that's about all I can tell you. Yashiki, we should be going soon. Go? Where? I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit. No point arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. Oh, fucking A, new info. Yep. Buddha statues, box in the center, western cushion, facing the cult. After we defeat the soldier, Banshee's mark disappears. He remembers meeting me several times before I lost memory. I'd been investigating the treasures yet. I told him she gave it to me, but I'd already forgotten her name by then. Yep, return to the mansion, I suppose. Nope, the mansion's out the way. Banshee clambers into the backseat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space.
I smell of piss and shit.
Yeah. I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to the forest by H Castle.
Dodge.
I don't think we've been here before, have we?
Don't think so.
I drive down the familiar road. All lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to slow down the car once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the car I'm riding in. 10 days ago, I promised, in exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly. If you did forget everything, I'd take you to H Shrine. Sounds like I prepared for everything. But if I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Or did someone get rid of it? But if I had business at H Shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had my memories? Something about timing. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning to clear away impurity. Suddenly my old self echoes in my head. I speak the words out loud slowly as realization dawns. The summer purification rites. They're rites held at shrines to exorcise evil. On the last day of June, you pass through woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was trying to use that ritual to exorcise the impurity. Ah, gotcha. Luckily, today's the 1st of July, so the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now. Exorcise the impurity, huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. My previous self is like a complete stranger to me.
Getting interesting.
This is fucked, man. How many times have I come to this forest now? Too many. The creepy arch and thick trees look the same as always. You know where H Shrine is, yeah? Lead the way. You've never been there? First I heard of it was 10 days ago. Banshee and I push through the vegetation and make our way down the beast trail. We pass under the stone Torii gate. Yep, we've been here before. And finally arrive at the desolate H Shrine. A few headless Buddha statues that are left shine in the light of the flashlight. So the statues used in the project were stolen from here? Yeah, that's right. Is it really true the statues are connected to the mark somehow? I've considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath. But 10 days ago. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project, it was all because of her. This course I've been following this whole time. Then at some point I had to have been fed some huge lie. But what could it be? A shudder runs through me at the thought. It feels like I'm looking into the depths of hell.
Could have been Sayakujo or whatever the owner of the mansion is.
Maybe. It said 10 days ago that altar holds something important. Something about needing to keep it here to exorcise the impurity. It'll be the mirror, right? He approaches a small altar and puts his hand on the sliding door. Huh? What's going on here? The thing's empty. Don't ask me. It was already gone when I was here earlier. Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's darn weird. You said there was a cloth pouch. What was inside? A small fist-sized statue. A Nenji Butsu or something. It was the Go Shintai for the shrine. The Kujo head used it in the shelter to stop the mess 50 years ago. And again, it's the Kujo family. They must have strong ties to the mark. Well, this is about all I can do for you. At least it was enough to pay off the dessert. We should head back, son. Right. I'm still unsure about what my old self was thinking, but it's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Where did the Nenjibutsu go? On the way back, I feel reluctant to go. I keep turning to look towards the shrine. Each time I do, Banshee hurries me on to the forest entrance. Well, this is where we part ways. You're not going to ride back with me? I'm going to be honest with you. I got a bit car sick on the way here. Flat roads were fine, but the curves and hills did me in. I just got a nice meal and I'd hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back.
He's gonna walk back down a mountain. What the fuck?
Mate, he's a hobo. He's got fuck all else to do.
This place is creepy as fuck. I'd at least take a ride, at least partway down.
But it's pretty far from here. Kids are such whips these days. When I was young, I used to walk across the Himalayas all the time.
Get the fuck out.
This ain't nothing. And there he goes. Crazy old man.
He is super sus.
His laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Once he's out of sight, I get into the car. This is a proper, like, a what now sort of situation. Oh, we can always stop by the by the Love Hotel over there. I'll pull out of the deserted parking lot and drive back to the mansion. As I count the streetlights passing by, I go over everything Banshee told me. 50 years ago in the shelter, the cannon soldier went berserk. But it wasn't because of the army's experiments, it was her. The army wasn't able to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier, but the Kujo family head used the Nenjibutsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in this time period. She was the one who gave me my mark, and before I lost my memories, I was planning on using the Nenjibutsu like they did before. I left it at H Shrine so it could be cleansed of its impurity, but somewhere along the line it went missing. Past me probably couldn't have predicted that would happen. I'm almost back at Kujo Mansion. As my drive comes to an end, I focus on what the most important detail is. That's right, who she is. I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet.
Wait. Did we not bring Mary with us when we went up the mountain?
We did, but we didn't go that far. We didn't go to the shrine.
Are you sure?
I don't remember. And that definitely proves she was there. 50 years ago, she made the cannon soldier move in the shelter. If Kujo's family had sealed her, they would have brought her to the mansion. The sacred objects for the project, of which she was one, were returned to the Kujos. Yeah, Mary. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. If there were any way to defeat her, it just has to be in the mansion. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me.
You're a loser.
He says, Crack Dealer says Cushion gave it away. The entrance doesn't look any different. Holy shit. My mark burns. The sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. It seems she has no intention of hiding her presence any longer. Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, hang on, let me read that. The last time I saw Banshee, I told him that if I completely forgot everything, he should take me to H Shrine. He says I wanted to recover some Nenjibutsu thing that was there. But when we arrived, the Nenjibutsu was oddly missing. All of the effort I went through to prevent the mark from causing havoc was wasted. But I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth I've been pursuing. I've defeated 5 spirits now since I first came to Kujo Mansion, but none were the one that gave me my mark. So where exactly is this she that I need to face? My old self knew and prepared something to help me with no memory. Then there must be a way to stop her. Don't be afraid. I have to trust in myself. Where am I supposed to go at a time like this? She's right over there. Hello? She's right back.
Yay.
また会えましたね。
Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. Oh boy.
But it is a lust.
Came back to life rather quickly. You gave me nearly a whole day. More than enough time. It's only been one day!
But wait, how did... First of all, who crushed her body and how did she come back?
I guess she can just recover. But who crushed her body is a good question. I admit that Rabbit's attack surprised me. But unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable. When I had brought Mary to H Shrine, we caught sight of the rabbit there. We might have suspected Mary's true nature. That rabbit, its great love for you pushed it into recklessness. What was that rabbit, really? Determine that for yourself.
You?
Who are you? Know that, and the answer will come. Though it is impossible so long as you bear the mark I gave you. Mary gave me the mark. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Dragging the living to the depths of despair before killing them. I believe I explained that is a spirit's utmost desire and joy. And I had your cooperation in achieving that. Cooperate? That's ridiculous. Oh, have you not realized it yet? You did bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. The brief joy of their survival only to be crushed like miserable ants. I savoured the taste of that fear and despair. Most delicious. You had all of us help out, just to terrify the mark bearers even more. Clearly. I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead. That is not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups. Do not contact outsiders. All my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency. And not once did you doubt me.
Because you're cute.
I know, right? I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. I'm frozen in place, and I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all those spirits just to accomplish that. Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was the cause of the mark, I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was so delightful, I just had to come along with you. So you lied? Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything? I could be imagining it, but I feel like she hesitated for a moment there. 50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Cujo family. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate, but it seemed my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits. The H elementary abuse, the honeybee mass suicide, Seiko's assault and suicide, they all happened 5 years ago. I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power. That must be the cannon soldier and Tsukawa. Tsukawa believed it was divine oracle from the soldier, when it had really been Mary. She did as the great Ashura said and transformed herself into Miss Zoo. Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark. I know you've been toying with us, but, well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way? Of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear.
Tasty.
I know, right? Even now, are you scared of me, Lord Yashiki?
Not really.
Stay silent.
Yeah.
So you are terrified to the extent that it steals your speech.
Ah.
Her porcelain face cracks. Oh shit, it did. Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark, thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savoured morsel made me want to smash you to pieces.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't like the cracks either. But I waited. I am not so foolish so as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. But I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear. Oh, God! Yep, I'll do it. The mark has dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in and sunrise. My thoughts blurred together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Is that what's happening to me now? Lord Yashki, wait for me. I'll kill. I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine too. I have to run away. Check within the red in my room. What? Okay. Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. But what does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasuoka. She said it was someone who loved me.
Person of the house?
Yeah, Sayakujo.
Yeah.
Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? Oh, shit. Saya's room.
It all comes to Saya.
I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Crack Dealer says, was she the Black Rabbit? Possibly, I hadn't thought of that.
I think she was, yeah.
Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in my room. Is something there? But where should I look? The blood on the floor, man. The blood on the floor. Sayakuja's bloodstain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there the last time I was here. Picking it up, I discovered that it's a small pouch. Inside it is a hard, thin object. I move over to the moonlight to see it better. It's the Nenjibutsu, obviously. Ha! I didn't know what to expect, but... yeah.
It wasn't that, yeah.
It's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this the Nenjibutsu? It seems to be stained with blood, and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity. It hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories of the Nenjibutsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to steal Mary's power. He put the Nenjibutsu inside her to seal her. And then about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. And we're back to this picture. Because of that, Mary regained her powers. So why did you do that, you idiot? You started all this then. The Nenjibutsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. To cleanse it, I left the Nenjibutsu at the uncontaminated H shrine. It would take time to exorcise all of the impurity. It's already July and the summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth. It could have been carrying the pouch then instead of the master key. Then the Nenjibutsu was taken away from the H shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So I had no choice but to steal it away. The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me. But can she sense the presence of mark bearers? Oh, but she can sense the presence of mark bearers. So what's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? That's a bit of a leap in logic, mate. Bring it to where I met my end. Here? The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't where the voice's owner died, they must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. While Mary is in the room next door, I sprint down to the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa and spot where the rabbit died. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time a spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been the rabbit. Sensing something, I look down at my hand. And the Nenjibutsu's impurity is gone. Now that's a fucking leap. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggled with our memories. Put the Nenjibutsu, the source of the doll's curse, press it to the black mark. She's just telling us everything. Yeah, go for it. Then the whispers stop. The floorboards creak ominously. I raise my head to the staircase rising into the darkness before me.
Brave man.
Oh boy. A dark figure stands on the landing. I found you. Oh boy. And it fucking... The mark scorches me. My head goes blank.
This is pretty bad.
This is really bad. Mary's coming closer. My body, it won't listen to me. Oh man. Ah, Lord Yashiki. Fuck's sake, Mary. Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's trying to kill me. What the fuck do I do now?
Just die.
Huh? I squeeze the Nenjibutsu and the fog that's impeding my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nenjibutsu on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick the Nenjibutsu? Her arm, right?
Yeah. Which one though?
Right arm.
Yeah.
I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nenjibutsu on Mary's right arm. Yeah, because that's where the mark was. She's hiding it. But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. She's just having an sort of moment. Marks bloom on Mary, one after the other. They're all the colour of blood. It's like they're the curses of those she killed. Oh man. But she'll come back again. Oh, survived. But she'll come back again. According to him, they did this before.
Yeah. Don't know how you properly get rid of her.
Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly look down at my right arm. And the mark ain't fucking there anymore. I did it. I finally did it! I have to say it out loud to convince myself. Loopy says, man, she's hot. And Cracktula says, so true. A victory at the expense of Saya and the mark bearers' lives. I can't claim it's all over, but there's no harm being relieved for now. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I look around to the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well, because I'm... The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. Because this is my house now! When I make my way to it, it stops, almost as if it has a will of its own. It's a fucking troll clock. That's right, this grandfather clock. I think a skilled ancestor of the Cujo family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock... I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brush something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button.
聞こえているだろうか。九条正宗だ。
It's a man's voice. A voice I know all too well. This guy is Masamune Kujo, isn't he? Yeah. Thought so. I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. That doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? It started 5 years ago, 2 years after I became Kujo family head. My sister, Saya, and I found the doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. But great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. And then I went overseas to try and get more information on the doll. But I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing. So Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting. So I explained everything and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated that Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. I'm off topic, sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. An Enjibutsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized that it was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it would be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was worst case scenario. But what was to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the Nenjibutsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area. And then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month. I have no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll's unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters, but my power can't compare to the Nenjibutsu. I can't guarantee anything. There may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Nenjibutsu. I pray everything goes according to plan, and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. It wasn't. We fucking found it after everything was done. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to a curse, then I'm very sorry. The recording ends there. Damn it. I clench my fist so hard my nails dig into my palms. Yes, the voice on the tape was mine, but I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past month, like the mark bearers. I even lost my little sister, Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? What do you think?
Can't forgive him.
I'll never forgive that bastard. Me? I can't forgive him. Ever since I lost my memories, I've lived as Kazuo Yashiki. My blood boils at what Masamune Kujo did. And that's the end of the Cannon Soldier chapter. And honestly, the end of what feels like the game. Oh, end of chapter 5 it says. 2 months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best as I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie would keep quiet about the statues. So with her guidance and Yasuoka, Daimon and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to Hate Shrine. By now, my memory has completely returned, but I still can't think of myself as Masamune Kujo. My memories of my past feel more like I'm reading someone else's biography. Legally, I am Masamune. I inherited Kujo Mansion. I'm not sure how to feel about it, but I think I'll consider it a way to pay Saya back for saving me. About Masamune Kujo, he became head of the Kujos 7 years ago. Scholarly inclined and introverted, he wasn't the type to be very social. He left all public appearances to Saya Kujo, so not many knew what he looked like. The only photos of him are from small local newspapers. Masamune accidentally uncovered Mary in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. That discovery changed his life. I travelled extensively abroad in order to learn about Mary. In one country I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveller. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck, or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All of my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I had thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says a spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Kujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues. They may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains that she altered many people's fates, mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. Oh, do you know what? There's the one that fucking died. Moe Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favourite magazine, OP Arts Monthly. She sometimes comes to Kujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests.
Nice.
Satoru Mashita bought me a drink, like he promised. I like that. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Christy Arimura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs, but the contents are so scandalous no one wants to publish it. Self-publish on the internet. I heard the complaints over it the other day. Suzu Morimiya was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together now. Sweaty Otaku guy has gone back to surfing the BBS every day as usual. But what's new is he's stopping by at the City Employment Center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck to him. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Ai Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens, alone at my age. Tawaku Yasuoka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. Garlic Bread asks, was it a VIP ticket? It didn't say. I don't know. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansions. I wish she'd stop. Madoka Hiro spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji Daimon seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Banshee Ito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He's still homeless. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent.
Goes around peeing everywhere.
Of course, he comes to beg me for food. What an undignified end. All the mark bearers who became victims, all for the sake of the terror that Mary sought. Whenever I remember them, my chest aches. There was only one who died, mate. Whenever I remember them, my chest aches, and I can't help but think, is it possible? Do they bear a dark grudge against me for surviving?
For surviving?
I am so...
Oh, because assuming the one that died.
I survived, and that guy died. You know, the kid. So I should actually probably go back and get the ending where he survives.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. How many times have I murmured that useless and meaningless apology? But I became more determined each time. All I can do now is make sure that tragedy never happens again. For that, I need to hurry my preparations for putting the Nenjibutsu inside Mary. The Nenjibutsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I've finally finished. Did the mansion just lose power? What's going on? Why does this feel bad?
Oh dear.
My arm is burning. Oh no!
She's back.
Why is the monk? What's happening? Calm down. I need to calm down. First, I need to get a grasp of my situation. That's how I've survived this long. A horribly familiar noise echoes in the hall. I just got an achievement. It says normal ending. So that means good ending is...
It's not the good ending.
This is not the good ending. This is the normal ending. And she's saying, there you are. And that was the end. That's a very Japanese kind of ending, yeah. It's like, oh no, the curse. Well, that was fun. I wasn't expecting to reach an ending. I guess the 6th chapter is an extra.
Yeah, we need to do the 6th chapter next time.
To unlock it, I think I need to get the good ending. To get the good ending, I think I need to have that kid survive. So what I'll do is sometime... I'll just go back, quickly do that one, you know, rush through all the text and that. We know what to do. Get the good ending, and then come back here, get the good ending for the ending of the game, and then unlock chapter 6. Then we'll stream chapter 6 at some point.
Sounds good.
Alright, Mary Kujo, voiced by Rika Tachibana. I feel like I know that voice actress's name, I'll have to check it. Ah. Damn it, crack dealer.
That's the best ending.
That's what you like to believe? Fair enough. I enjoyed this game a lot. I believe there's a sequel in production as well. I hope it's the sort of sequel where it's like a different cast. You know, a different story entirely, but similar themes.
I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'd be well up for playing a sequel.
Well, we've got a chapter 6. I'd like to know what that's about.
Yes. Experience Inc.
Thank you, Experience Inc. That was a pretty interesting game. A little bit long in the tooth at times, but pretty interesting. The gallery has been added to the title screen and you're able to view illustrations. Data's been saved. I thought it said clear all progress for a moment there. I'm like, wait, what? Why the fuck would I want to do that?
It's a Hideo Kojima game. I accidentally deleted everything.
No, you know, Nier Automata asks you to delete everything at the end. Wait, wasn't this the fucking beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Let me skip through. Yeah, she just went from the library. Yeah, this is just the beginning again. Wait, it didn't even let me go back to the main menu. Yeah, why is it doing this all over again? What the fuck? This is weird. Get me back to the menu. Yeah. I did save. So I can just close this, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. This is a weird way of... Yes, hello Mary. Thank you for having us. I'll just close this, actually.
It would be funny if this bit's actually different.
Even if it is, I wouldn't be able to tell because I played that such a long while ago. Well, I've closed the game. And we are back. All right. Well then. Oh.
You still streaming?
I've closed the game, so the stream is off.
Oh, okay.
But the stream to YouTube is still going. And that means we finished for tonight. It is almost midnight. I'm aware that you are traveling tomorrow, so I don't want to keep you up for too long.
Don't you mean I'm traveling later today? God, I hate this.
Oh yes, later today, but it's really tomorrow, really, because I just divide it by when you go to sleep. And if you don't go to sleep, it's still another day.
That's nice. That's nice. That's not how it works, though.
I know it's not how it works, but it helps someone like me who just doesn't really divide days properly because I sleep at weird times. Anyway, that was that was Spirit Hunter Deathmark, the curse of Mary and her crazy dullness. It's too bad. I liked her. She's got a really good design as well.
I still do like her. I suspect Chapter 6 is going to give us more detail about who she is.
Maybe. I don't know anything. Maybe. All I know is there's a Chapter 6. I'll do something about unlocking it later. Anyway, next weekend I would like to do Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake because I've been meaning to do that, and the time I wanted to do that is when my fucking internet went out.
Sounds good. Hopefully I will have my normal setup again.
Yes, but because I anticipate it will be a fairly long stream, the time estimate for the game is about 6 hours, 6.5 hours. So the stream might be 7 hours, 7.5. So I'm going to start it earlier than usual. It's at 9 p.m. I'm thinking I'll start it at 8 or even 7 p.m.
Cool.
Just to see if we can still get it all done in one sitting.
Sounds good.
Which I hope so. But anyway, that's next weekend. So I'll have the stream set up for that. I'm also going to do one premiere of 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim at some point during the week. But what I'll do is, rather than separating the videos out, this time I'll join them together in Premiere Pro so that I've got, I think, 2 or 3 videos that I want to go up, and I'll continue playing that the way I'm doing. Because I really like that game, and also it's a game you can't take extended breaks from, because if you do, you forget everything. And that is a game that requires you to remember everything.
Yeah.
Every fucking time I play the game. Like every bloody chapter, whatever, it's just more info being tossed at you, and all of it feels so random. But it's so good, honestly. So I'll be keeping that one up. 13 Sentinels is my jam right now. And I think that's it for now. So, yeah, I'll head to sleep soon. You'll head to sleep soon. I hope you guys in the chat are heading to sleep soon. Lippy, if you've read the wiki, keep the info to yourself, please. Crack Dealer says, "Okay, someone just broke in and took my house microwave. I'm gonna chase him down." Bye. Later, dude. Good luck with that. Hope you beat his head senseless. And since Crack Dealer has left us, I think we should probably finish the stream for tonight.
Yeah.
So that was Spirit Hunter Deathmark. We will come back to it and get the epilogue, get the everything, good ending and so on another time. But for now, I have been Cooksell, and he has been Ashmanix.
You.
And we will see you guys later.
Later.
Night, everyone.